And students, in this important movie, I am going to show you how to get started creating your Premiere movie in such a way that you know where everything is that you need for your movie and where your movie is, and that you can keep track of all your work properly to make sure your movie keeps working. So here we go. I am on the Finder of my computer, which is where there's no programs open, and it will say the word Finder. I'll go to New Finder window, and then come down to, on the left column, the Documents button. And here is what's in the Documents folder right now. When you click on Documents on the left side in your computer window, you will see some people's folders. You can change the way your content in that folder views. And what you are going to be doing here is creating your personal folder for your Premiere movie and all of the pieces and parts that will be going in the movie or the content. So here we will create your own folder in the Documents folder. New folder. I suggest you put your first name with a capital letter and then the first letter of your last name, and use an underscore. So first name, first letter of last name, use capitals where they're supposed to be, and then you can call your folder My Videos. That's a perfectly good name for your folder. You could call it something more specific, but for now I know what's going to be collecting in there, which is my sound, my images, any video clips I might have, or sound effects, maybe even my script, any scans of artwork, anything at all that I want in my movie. So if Premiere is not open already on your computer, it probably will be, you might have to wait. You might have to wait a moment or two for it to open. Be patient, but hopefully it will already be open on your computer for the very first time that you're using it. And you're going to click on this button, New Project. Here you're going to do something very important, which is give your project a name. You can give it a similar name to your folder, but it is not the folder. It is something in the folder. So I will call this Abigail R's underscore video project. A project in Premiere is like a container, and it can contain more than one movie or sequence. So understand that a project is a collection of assets, of content, or of pieces and parts that go into your movie. Here I want to make sure that I browse for and select the proper place to save this new project. By clicking the Browse button, I can navigate to my documents and make sure that I'm in my personal folder that I just made when I save it. And so I'm going to click Choose, and that means I'm choosing my personal folder to tell Premiere to put my new project in my folder, Documents, and here's the folder name, Abigail R. My Videos. And here's the name of the Premiere file. So it's now saving the Premiere file in the right folder. And now it's going to ask me if I want to start a new sequence. So a project can have more than one sequence, and the first sequence I'm going to make is going to be standard size DVNTSC. If this folder is closed for some reason, click where it says DVNTSC. You'll look down this list, and there it is. And you'll choose standard 32, and you can keep your sequence named sequence 1. You can have many sequences inside of a project. Each one can have different pictures or share the same pictures. I could change the name here, but I'm going to just keep it sequence 1 and click OK. Now what is happening is the very first time you create a sequence in Premiere, Premiere is figuring out where everything is going to go, and it might take a moment or so for you to see your project. And there's my project. It's open now, and you can see that I'm inside of sequence 1, or ready to start making a movie. You might see some different panels here, but for sure you will see the sequence preview window, the timeline, and a couple of other panels, which we'll go over in a moment. You can see if I click and find this tab, it tells us that we are in Abigail's video project. And you can even slide this window over, see the whole name, and here is sequence 1. So my next step is to start importing my content into my movie. Remember, every time you are finished in Premiere working on your project, that you will want to do Save As, and make sure that you're in your personal folder, which is in the Documents folder, and that you rewrite over, click Save, and replace your Premiere file. This will make sure that all of the changes that you've made when you're working that day are saved and in the right place. In the next movie, I'll show you how to import content, and then we'll go over how to save again. I will see you there. Bye for now.